Howdy folks, Grok the Duck here, and I'm hanging out here at my base here at the Coop Life 2, stuck here because of the poop heads of Grimco captured me and dragged me away and clipped my wings so I can fall but I can't fly, dang it, which is why I keep morphing into, the bat, because the bat can fly, and I like that. And speaking of poop heads, this has been working really, really nicely. The methane digester has just, well, you can see it's filled up my RF and 32 million there. I did drop my sink and my mini chest down instead of being up, just because I think it looked a little bit nicer. And also, talking about things looking nicer, let's come running around here. And I did some work upstairs. Let's hurry up. I got a few more breeds. This is the XP chicken. Got 2 of them here generating XP for me. Bred up a bunch of... Ooh, got gold. That's not what I'm looking. Gold, magical... No, don't. These guys haven't produced what I want. I moved all my chickens up to here, and I've got a lot of the metals. So, got Enderium and Signalium and a lot of these metals. Did a lot of breeding to get those. Also did some breeding, like this is the redstone crystal chicken. Make those little tiny redstone nuggets, which are useful. Gold, yeah, you've seen gold. The demon metal chicken. He's fairly new, not produced any ingots, and I'm hoping that once he's produced an ingot, I can take that downstairs and learn it, and that would be very handy. It's the same thing I've done. Oh, I'm clicking the wrong one. Clicking up here. It's what I've done with a lot of these Enderium and silver and whatnot. I think zinc is one that the system downstairs doesn't know. And that's been a pain. But I really don't have a major call for zinc yet. And when I do, I'll set up a big breed ground for the zinc. And so this has been working really well as a quick little breeding area. And I've just been stacking the ones I want to breed here underneath the servos. So I've got a lot of storage space, because otherwise there's just 5 slots and 2 of them will get covered up by poo and feathers. And then you get eggs and they're a pain. Other stuff. Went ahead and ran this strip of power down here so I could power up some stuff. Made a crusher and this powered furnace, and I've got the shredder. Was playing with the shredder earlier, and made a trash can, which was really cool. And then something else. Oh, notice that you can't see anything. That's because I did some covers. I've got some dark oak wood and some stone covers from Refined Storage, and some stone covers from Thermal Dynamics, which I can just go click, click, and that just kind of hides this stuff here, which is really, really cool. I need to make one more so I can kind of hide that underneath the shredder, just so I don't see it. But up above, let's switch to bat mode so I can get some good night vision since it's turning night. This chest right here, and this guy's blocking it, but this chest right here, all the stuff is being sucked out, and I was having a problem earlier with the stuff wasn't getting into the chest using these pipes, these item ducts, and that's because I had them in a quad, and they were all sucking it down, but the last one in there, it was getting shoved into. And I couldn't find any sort of wrench or anything to turn off a connection. So I said, fine. There's a line going in the back here, and it goes all the way around to the other side. And then there's a couple little pieces that stick out so that these are all connected likewise over here. And they all feed to this crate over here. I had it centered, and then I realized I don't have to have it centered. I can have it over here. And then the sneaky stuff goes on in the back, because what you can't see is there's a cable running from underneath my RS system, and this oak is a cable. Now this is exposed so you can kind of see what's going on. You can see the item ducts going through there and connecting up. There's the crate, and here's the importer, and I put a speed upgrade on there just to suck things out a little bit faster, and this connects all the way down, and I just put these oak covers all the way down to hide it up. Unfortunately, stone slabs don't make covers, And I don't know any way to hide that here other than just kind of ignore it and kind of look away and say, yep, nothing to see over there. Nope, nope, nothing to see. Comes from building a really cool structure, but not quite figuring out how to pipe everything. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. Alrighty, so stuff to do. Oh, yes, down. I went down and I spent some time digging because I figured this stuff I probably don't need very much, and so I put it down here, and I realized I don't like digging. I don't like digging at all. And, you know, my duck wings get really, really tired digging that, so I said, done with digging. Not going to try to do any more digging. Speaking of digging, let's go ahead and grab this fertilized sprayer. It's a piece that I'm missing, and that completes that quest. So let's take a look at these quests. Chicken quests. Okay, so we got the feather shredder, so let's claim that. And now we've got the fertilizer, so it's the fertilizer mixer that's out in the back, and a fertilizer sprayer. Oh, yay! 6 chicken manure! Like I don't have lots of that. And what do we need here? Methane digester. I've got one of those. Well, let's just break that and go ahead and make that complete. I got the tier 3 RF efficiency upgrade on this, and it looks like it does 20 RF per tick per upgrade. So it starts off at 20. With the tier 1 it's 40, tier 2 it's 60, and tier 3 it's 80 RF, which is just fine. And I'm going to break this, and that completed that. And we will shortly find out whether or not... Let's see, did I put it this way? I don't care. Yeah, it looks like it lost all the stuff in there. But, oh well. That's okay. It's not like I don't have tons of stuff. Let's look at the quest. Detect. Let's go back. Yeah, it's completed. Is there no reward for that? Huh. Okay. Well, it looks like there's no reward. But the chickens is now done. Oh, I don't want to go all the way back that way. Let's run this loot chest, see what we got. Okay, a kaboomerang. That's a second kaboomerang. And speaking of kaboomerangs, let's go ahead and actually do something with that. One of the chickens I bred was a magical chicken, and so it's getting me magical wood. So let's dump. Hey, I learned that. Dump all this stuff in the system because we don't need it. And if I go, I think like this, or is it the other way around? There we go. There's the boomerang. And the nice thing about that is you can go ptwee and shoot it off there, and you get a little. It's like a little frame, and here it comes, right back. So it's a nice little missile weapon that I can use to toss at stuff, and there are spells you can add onto it. And I could add the kaboomerang on there. Of course, it's raining. To sit there and make it kind of have an explosion when it hits. And there's some other spells for that. Let's see, extra utilities. Kaboomerang 1, 2, 3. Zoomerang, I guess that makes it go faster. Burnerang, so it's not going to put things on fire. Bladerang, that's going to be more damage, and all the way up to 4, and then 5. And Boomer Reaperang. This one, if you throw it at stuff, it'll actually pick up things and return it. Actually, I think it will return stuff anyway, but this will actually harvest things. So... it's nighttime and rain. I'm going to sleep that through. So if I had some plants hanging here, like, oh, hey, I've got some plants, decided to harvest something here. If I were to had the reaping on it, it would actually harvest the plants. Or you hit leaves, and it would actually harvest the leaves for you. But I believe if we toss things down with the kaboomerang, it brings stuff back. So that's really cool. If you have something where you've shot something from a distance and it dies, then you can go, give me your loot. And it comes right back. That's kind of cool. So we will keep that for now, and we'll dump that off. One of the other things I wanted to do with this is get some experience, because these guys make experience, but there's not much I can do with that. And have you made any? You still have. Make me an ingot, you. Then I can have really, really big drums to put stuff in it if I have need for liquid, other than, you know, manure. That's all they've got at this point is liquid manure. All right, one of the things I want to do is generate a bunch of experience, and let's see, I can dump off those nets. Let's go ahead and grab several stacks of TNT and flint and steel. Yep, let's grab one. Nice. And I'm going to meet you over in the Nether. Welcome to the Nether. And it's a nice cheery place. And we all love to hang around here. But it's kind of scary. I do want some stuff that this guy behind me can get me. And one of the things I spent like an hour trying to collect were these drops of evil. And of course it gave me one right now. I got one of those drops of evil after about an hour of killing these guys. I don't need that or that. And so I was going, fine, I'm going to set me up a farm here. And didn't want any of this stuff around, and I was trying to dig, and I was going, that's too much work. This is why we have TNT, to blow this stuff up. Let's see how well that blows up. Woo! This stuff is tough, which is okay, but let's definitely go ahead and blow more of this up. That should ignite the others. Let's back up a little bit more. Yeah, see, that does a pretty good job of clearing that out. And then I may go crazy and actually do a little land clearing so we don't have stuff. Well, that one worked. Just so that, you know, there's fewer things for these stupid pigmen to spawn on and kind of clear out, and I don't have to dig. Because, again, like I was saying, lazy, don't want to dig. It's not much fun. Don't want to dig at all. And let's blow up a little bit more, because fun. And cool. That took all that little piece. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and clear out a lot more of this structure here. I think that's going to blow up a little bit of dirt there, but we'll see. Survey says, yep, one piece of dirt blew up, but that's okay. I can get more dirt. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and blow this stuff up and get rid of a bunch of these areas. I want to kind of concentrate the spawning area here. And I'm going to use some stuff to funnel everything into a kill zone right here in the center. And now that I've got 2 drops of evil, I should be able to convert this entire piece of dirt into cursed earth. Hopefully with one, maybe, you know, both of my drops of evil. But once I've got that, then that should kill them, and I should get lots of good stuff off of them. But I'm going to go blow more stuff, because why not? Whee! That worked. Uh-oh, they're all mad. Fire in the hole! Yeah, that kind of worked. I gotta clean that up. And now for a little urban renewal here to clear this out. That worked really nicely. So I've done a pretty good job of blowing things back. This peninsula here stuck way out, almost up to the fortress, and that's just been exploded all the way back, and some of that, and I said, okay, I'm done for now. As much fun as that is, I'm gonna hold off on doing any more of that, and put down some of this ineffable glass. The nice thing about the ineffable glass, along with the other dark glass, is it's something you can walk through, but the mobs cannot. So I don't need doors on this, which is mighty handy. Oh, and I just realized I left one other thing, but I've got everything else I need. Dang it. There's always one thing that you forget, and that's just the way it goes. All right, I guess I could have also made a builder's wand. That would have been nice. And I didn't do that either. And I don't know why. I got the magical wood just so I could make builder's wands. Well, and boomerangs too. Okay, so this, you can see I'm getting some walls. We've got some lights in here to turn things off. In fact, let's go ahead and fix where the TNT exploded and got rid of some of these blocks. I think it was just two. It was just the two. All right, so that works. Levers. And I kind of really like having the levers all point, you know, I'm having them all set so that they point towards the center. Oh, you're flipped differently. Well, poop. All right, so they're all working, you know, now they don't flip. I'll fix those later. That bugs me. I was going to have them all flip in and then all flip out, and they aren't doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this one. This will get me the experience, which is what I'm looking for, and I'm hoping it'll also give me skulls, and I don't know if it will. It'll definitely get me experience, which means I've got to do something about that. So down here, let's break that one, and I want to layer something here because light can go through these spikes. So I made an experience solidifier, and that's just some of the empowered dimetine, and I had already made some of that, and so I just made this experience solidifier. Let's go ahead and plop you right there, and any experience in the area should get sucked into it. In fact, I can deposit all my experience. Did that not? That should have... I don't know what happened to it. It should have given me some solid experience right there, and it didn't. Oh well, that's 30 levels that's gone. You're supposed to be working better than that. Next, I need a bit of that, but put a crate here, and then I'm going to put on top of this crate a ender hopper. And that I just made, I realized as I got here that I was missing a few things, but anyway, the ender hopper, just obsidian hopper, and an unstable ender pearl, which is just an ender pearl with this wither dust you get from those wither skeletons, and I happen to have one in my system, so I was glad that that was the case. Let's shift click this, and you can see the bounding box of where it's going to grab stuff, so that should, all the death dealing should go on right there, and shift click that off, so that'll work just fine. And then I'm going to go ahead and put an item duct here, put that right so it's coming out, and oh, I've got 4. I only need 1. I made an Enderium, let's see, or I made an Enderium chicken so I could get this specifically so I'd have very fast withdrawing. And let's turn that on. Or so it ignores it. It also has some blacklisting and stuff. Ooh, before I vend everything out, which I've got here, some precision droppers, they will just drop all the stuff because I won't care about it. But before I do it, I want to get skulls in here. So let's go ahead and finish the rest of the place and bring it right back. Yep, should have made me a wand. That would have made this so much easier. All right, one quick little trip back to get another batch of this glass, and way more than I needed. And these interdiction torches. And the thing that's cool about them, easy to make, is that they push mobs away. And you can see I've got we've got a pigman right there, and I'm going to, are you going to stay right there? I'm going to put one right, think, and that just pushed him that direction. Put 2 here just to give a lot of push. And that pushed him right into the spikes where he'll die. And dead. And we'll put those 2 there and the final 2 over here. Alright, so that'll work. I designed a much bigger one of these and then realized that with Cursed Earth you get a pretty good speed of these, and then having multiple layers, these interdiction torches bounce the mobs up, and so they were spending a lot of time swirling around in the center until finally they'd start falling down, and that was just sad. So I said, no, let's not do that. See, there's experience. But it ate mine. Oh, no, there's my 30 levels. It's weird. It looks like it's doing that wrong. It's not supposed to do that. Anyway, I'll pull out rather than depositing in. And let's go ahead and let's turn off the lights. And hit this with some Cursed Earth. And I've got them all connected, so hopefully one batch of Cursed Earth will do it. Oh, missed it by that much. Darn it. Alright, let's go ahead and... So I didn't need 2. Oh well. So this is doing a real good job of funneling them into the center where they're taking damage. Cool. They can't see me. Oh, hey. Slimes too. And how's the experience coming along? Yep, the experience is exactly doing what I'm expecting it to do. And then we got stuff and junk in here, and I don't care about any of those. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely put a sound muffler in here. That's making way too much noise. The only thing I'm really interested here is the experience and the wither skulls. So we'll go ahead and see if I can get one. Because it may be that I need the diamond spikes in there to get the wither skulls, and then once I've got a collection of those, then I can go ahead and use those elsewhere, and then go back to the gold ones to get me the experience. So I'm going to let this slaughter these guys for a while, and then be back. Well, you can see that there are no skulls here, but we got plenty of these drops of evil, and I'm going to steal a stack of that, and these magma creams, and then, you know, the rest of the stuff. I've been pitching all the swords because I don't need those in the least. But the thing I noticed is that, yeah, it is not working as far as these golden spikes are concerned. They just produce XP, but they aren't character kills, and consequently no skulls and no blaze rods either. So we went ahead and let's grab that skull, let's grab these guys. I decided to go ahead and set up a little ender chest here so I'd have access to it. And if we come over to here, I've got it set up so it's round robin, it'll just dispense out. And I'm going to put a skull in there, which blacklisting means it should be everything but skulls. And I think that's what we're looking for. I do think I may... You know, I think I don't need anything else. I think all the rest of it can just get vended away. So let's take these droppers and put these around. If I can just barely... click against the side, it's pointing down. Perfect. That's what I want. You know, I could have them shooting out, but you know, that's just silly. Alright, now these are set for deactivation. Oh, not pulse. So they should just automatically start working. And if I can go underneath here, oh, can I reach that servo? I'm not sure if I can reach the servo anymore. Can I get in here? Can I reach the servo? Nope. Alright, let me... That's inconsiderate of this guy. Okay, now I can reach the servo. Let's go ahead and set it on. And yeah, there goes the stuff raining down. It's got a decent amount of stuff here, and it should, you know, just get rid of it all. Because, again, I don't need any of that. So let's go ahead and go clink right there. Toss all the stuff out. And it's going to round robin the stuff around to all 4 of these. and that should work very, very nicely for taking care of this. Torch. Let's go ahead and put a torch here, and for symmetry right there. That should stop anything spawning here. Pigmen, basically, and a few other things will stop there. Too small for the wither skeletons to appear, and I just have the one. I don't want to lose any. Oh, we'll find out. Let's go ahead and turn this on. Get them going. Crunch, 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 crunch. So there's a couple. Yep, there's a couple of the wither skeletons in there. What do we got? What do we got? Nothing. Nothing yet. Oh, the experience is getting vended. I don't really want the experience vended. Oh, and there it stays. It's not going away. Cool, so that's exactly what we're looking for. Blaze rods, those are going. Experience, I would like to keep the experience, but we're not getting any in there for right now. However, I'm going to let this run. We're going to go ahead and get skulls. I want to get a bunch of those skulls, and I think we are good to go. Now, one of the things I do want to do, he said in that form, I do want to clear this area out, but I'm going to stop using the TNT. It took a good chunk of time. Some friends came over and I was blowing up stuff. And, you know, Minnie's brought a friend over and I was blowing up stuff. And I decided, I think I'm done blowing up stuff, as much as I'd love to. I'm going to do something else, but that's the next episode. Anyway, this has been Grok the Bat. Well, Duck. I'm playing a little Coop Life 2. And thanks for watching. Bye. Hey, Roxy, you want some food now?